Good morning, everyone. I'm going to give everybody some time to go ahead and join in case you're watching via work or just out and about and you happen to see this pop up. So let me give a few minutes for everybody to join and then we'll get started. I'm going to wait a few minutes. Got a few things I'd love to discuss with you guys this morning. This afternoon, I should say. My gosh, it's about 2 o'clock already. I don't know where the time is going. Okay, so I don't know whether this is filming or not. I think it is, but I don't know who's on. Giving everybody a few minutes to join in case you're not seeing the Facebook notification. Make sure you do have Facebook notifications on. If not, I'm going to film this and you guys will see it later and hopefully get the information that you need. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just start. So the first thing I've been asked a lot recently is, Lisa, I don't understand the formula to get to the Bahamas, and I want to make sure that I'm going, and I don't know what it really takes to get there. So there's several different ways to get there, but it's really a combination of several ways to get there. The actual incentive runs from campaign 3 to campaign 9. So if you are just getting started with Avon, you can still go, even though you might be starting in campaign 5, there's still time for you to go, and there's still time for you to get the points to go. So let me just clarify, a trip for 1 is 2,500 points, and a trip for 2 is 4,000 points. So how do you get the points? Well, 1, you got personal sales. And that personal sale is 75 points every campaign that you hit 300. So if you're just getting started, multiply 75 points times how many campaigns you have left, and then just kind of see, if you're hitting 300 or more and that's a goal, that will go towards your points. The other way is personal recruiting. So for every personal recruit that is qualified, and in any Avon contest, qualified right now means they've put in a first or second order of at least 150 on time, meaning on their schedule, and paid for it. So when you're going and looking at any contests with Avon, any incentives with Avon, it always goes, when it comes to receiving rewards for leadership checks and things like that, it always goes towards 150 first or second order of or more on time and paid. So that's another way. Another way is recruiting from an ALMA source, which means that a district manager or you're qualified to receive ALMA leads. And if so, and they appoint to your team, then as long as they put in $150 or more in their first or second campaign, then you get 150 points for those. You get 1,000 points to title up. So if you're not yet ambassador, which the new title is called bronze ambassador, which is the first main level in leadership on the stepping stones, then that is 1,000 points right there. So if you go up 2 titles, then you could get 2,000 points. That does not include bonuses and extra money that comes in with that. And then of course, if you have a team member that title advances during the incentive and you help them go to bronze ambassador, for example, then that's another 500 points. So here's the scenario. You title to bronze ambassador, that's 1,000 points. You do from campaign 3 to campaign 9, 7 times at $75, 75 points, that's 575 points. And if you do 5 personal leads during that time frame times 300 points, that's 1,500. You have over 2,000 points that way, which allows, in case out of those 5 recruits, somebody doesn't qualify or whatever, you still have like 2,700 points. Or actually, it's 1,500, let's see, yeah, 15 and it's 25, so you'd have like 3,000 points with that. So that really kind of puts you over. Now, if you're not going to be titling up, which I hope all of you are, then you would want to do just on straight recruiting, or if you're not going to be really worried about your sales to get your sales there, then 9 recruits during the incentive times 300 points would be 2,700 points, which puts you over for the trip for 1. Trip for 2, you want to be title bonus, you want to mentor people on your team, and you want to do your personal recruiting as well. And just figure out your scenario. One thing I don't want everybody to do is wait until we're in campaign 6 or 7 to start working on this, because by the time you sign somebody up in campaign 6 or campaign 7, their first order might not be till campaign 8, and the incentive ends in campaign 9. So you're really cutting it close. The time is now to begin to secure those recruits and mentor them and show them, you know, how they too can earn the trip, and work with them on their sales so they're earning their money and they're hitting their kickstarts. If they're getting what they want, then you will achieve your goals as well. So several different ways. So for new people that are watching, you just need to look at your Vacation Like a Boss incentive. You can see all the points there. I posted some things on the group page on different scenarios. We had a meeting on different scenarios, and just do your own type of charts. If you need help, of course, call me, but you definitely need to, like, I have an Excel spreadsheet. There are going to be trackers in our back office for those that are, once you have your first recruit and downline manager, you're going to get trackers and stuff like that. I like to track my own because sometimes they don't show up until that campaign is closed, and we don't want to wait again till Avon's up to date to tell us whether we've earned it or not. You need to know and be on top of it at all times. So that's the first thing. Don't forget, along with the Bahamas trip, you are earning cash bonuses for recruiting people. If you're brand new in your first 90 days, every qualified person is $50 to you. If you're past the 90 days, every qualified person is $20 to you. Plus, we get that 3% new bonus on their earnings from day 1. So that is something that is enhanced. So don't forget that. And then, of course, if you're titling to Bronze Ambassador, if you do that by campaign 6, you actually get the Rise Up bonus, which is $1,000. If you do it after to Bronze Ambassador, it's still a $500 bonus. It's still good, but if you can get it in by campaign 6 and title up to Bronze Ambassador, it's $1,000. Now, you do need to, of course, maintain that for 4 campaigns to get the payout. And then after campaign 6, if you title, the way it's working is it would be a $500 bonus to Bronze Ambassador, and then they're going to pay you out, I guess, in increments, so that, you know, the first campaign you title, you get half, and then the second campaign, you get the other half, and so on. So don't forget that. And for all of the personal qualified recruits, Ticket to Boss Life is going on as well, so you're going to get scratch offs as well. So there's so many components of things that are in it for you to be working and growing, not just your sales, but grow your team, mentor your team members, help them get what they want. And when you do that, you're going to win, they're going to win, and everybody's going to be very happy. So you may forget some of the things that you're going to get, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, what's this scratch off? Why did I get, oh, I got a bonus. What's this for? It's just do what you're supposed to do to grow your business, and you're going to be richly rewarded in this incentive. Okay, the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about is, we'll do top 10 first. So top 10 in sales for campaign 3, and I'm going to be reading over here. We have Selena Grimm, congratulations, on campaign 3. She sold $735. Delana, $588. Terrell Bowen, $558. Mary Alston, $488. We have Mary Govantes, $408. Nancy Starzak, $386. Valerie Lavelle at $344, Marlene Williams, $341, Liz Metcalf, $339, Jessica Kerwin, $331, and that's the top 10. And I will post, congratulations, I'm going to go ahead and post the full list of 150 or more to our Facebook group, as well as an email, so you'll get the full list of where you were on the sales chart for campaign 3. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about is quitting before you've started. And this could go for maybe the new rep that's feeling maybe a little overwhelmed about, receiving their kit and all this information. And they just were like, you know what, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can do this. This just seems like a lot. I'm just going to forget it. And they just quit before they've even started, which for me is just really sad, because sometimes these are the things that you just need to do. And I've got little notes here of what I wrote down. sometimes it's so simple. Sometimes it's just not having the answers that you feel like are getting answered, and that nervousness is there. So you just need some of your questions maybe clarified. Maybe not believing that you can actually do this business, thinking that it's really hard, or that people aren't going to buy from you, or people aren't going, it's going to be too hard to try to, get those customers or get those people on, and having that self-doubt. Sometimes that comes into play and just scares us away from even trying. Not realizing you have an amazing support system in our team, in this group, in your upline sponsor, in your district manager. We're all here to help you grow your business and to answer those questions. Just ask. Not realizing that Avon does fit already into your daily lifestyle. So if your excuse and your fear is, gosh, we're so busy already, how are we going to fit this in? It just sounds like a lot of work. And I'm not saying running a business is not work. You cannot expect it to be an overnight thing and expect to just throw out some books and get a bunch of money and get customers and get recruits right away. You do have to work the business, but Avon incorporates to what you already do. Even with my story, having a newborn and a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old and running a household and running all over the place, whatever. And there's people that have kids and they're working 2 jobs and they do Avon and they're very successful. It all depends also on your desire. How badly do you want to make the money? Or what is your goal? It has to be big enough to want to work it. Just throwing in the towel and saying, forget it. Your goal must not be big enough to begin with. To have had that already come to a decision. So go back to the goal as to why you signed up and why you were excited to begin with. Not realizing the tools that you have in place for you with Avon. When I look back at what we had when I started 16 years ago and what we have now, they've enhanced things to make it even easier and easier for us to not only run our business, but to make it more marketable and profitable. And one of the things that they give us is an amazing e-store that also has a social media center. So if you're not tech savvy and you're like, I don't even know where to begin there, you just have it on your PC, your laptop, your tablet, or even your phone, and you go to the little social center and you click the posts you want to post. You can send those out via text to people. You can send it out via email. You can have it post on all your social media, and it's just a little click and that's it. It's so simple. And it's just a little training. That's all it takes from myself or your upline or the district manager or even the Avon training to show you how to do that. It's very easy. Another thing is maybe not realizing your earning potential. Maybe you're just thinking, well, gosh, if I sell this, that doesn't seem like a lot. But you know what? Look at some of the other direct selling companies. Who pays a new rep to earn 40% start when you do a first order of $150? That's $60. $60 off $150 on everything. That's a good chunk of money. Avon still has to earn their part, and you're earning $60 to a $300 first order, and you earn 40%. Think about that. There's some good earning potential just from sales. And then adding in growing a team and all these amazing incentives, which if you're new, a lot of that, again, is just so much so fast. And I understand you might be feeling overwhelmed. And if that's the case, that's when you call us. That's when you say, I'm feeling overwhelmed. And that's when I'm going to say, you know what? Let's take it one step at a time. Number one, I just want you to work on your list of the people you know. And I want you to identify people that you think might be needing extra money and people that you know will purchase from you. And let's just start there. Get your books labeled, and we'll discuss that first. Once we have step one out of the way, then we can work on training you with all these other things. Please don't feel like you got to jump in and, like, some people like to jump in with both feet and they want to know everything and they want to get going with everything right away, and they're okay with absorbing all of that. Other people, you give them too much or they feel like it's too much and they just go, this just seems like it's too hard and I'm out. So instead of doing that, you are sitting on such an amazing opportunity, and I would hate if that is you and that is your thought, that you're just giving up before even starting. So please reach out to us if that's how you're feeling and you're new, or maybe you signed up a while ago and you still haven't started, but you didn't know all these other incentives were in place. They do apply to you now, and we can definitely, explain the new ones and make sure that you get off to a great start. If you started a while ago and it's been more than 7 campaigns, your account's about to fall off. So we want to make sure that you get activated and that you know what's on the table for you to make some great extra income. So, and also realizing that, you know, it's not going to be an overnight thing. You can't expect to make tons of money like right away. But I mean, I think it's great if you put in 150 first order that you make $60. That's $6 more than you had last week. What would that $60 if you just did the minimum 150 first order do for you or your family? Could you get your nails done and maybe a pedicure too? Could you put some groceries in the refrigerator? How about a class that your child needs to take that you pay on a weekly basis for them to go to? How would that help? What about a new jacket for your child because you live in a wintry area and you have 2 kids and you need to buy 2 jackets? $60 could buy you 2 new coats for children. So think about the things that just $60 could do for you. And can you imagine all the rest of the income that comes in from an Avon business that you can set goals to do? So I just wanted to put out like that little general service announcement because I know we're all appointing people every day and I know we're adding new people to this group every day as well. And I just want to make sure that they know that we are an amazing supportive group. You got an upline here in myself. You can call me if I directly sponsored you, I'm your Avon mama. If you have a sponsor, then I might be your Avon grandma or your Avon great grandma. But we are all here to work with each other and support each other and make sure that we are all getting what we want out of the business. So maybe this is speaking to you today. I don't know, but I just wanted to put that out there. And I wanted to remind you, gosh, new Avon, we've got such amazing things, guys. If you're not taking advantage of what's available, or maybe you're somebody that was really going in this business and then just kind of died down and you've not really kept up with what's going on and what new Avon has, you need to call me or call your sponsor or check your emails and see, because oh my goodness, the cash, the prizes, the stuff that they're doing for us is just unheard of. I don't know of any other company that puts this much on the table all at one time. And I understand with that, sometimes that's where confusion and overwhelm comes in. But you need to look at what is important for you and your family, and then we can set the goals together. So thank you to all that has joined or anybody that's going to be watching this later. I know this is midday. A lot of you are at work, so hopefully you will catch this later. I do see Kathy on. Hi, Kathy. I hope you're having a great day. And I've had different messages popping up throughout the video, but I hope you guys have a fabulous Monday. I hope you pay attention to the things that I post in this group. And again, we're only a text, phone call, private message away to help you if you need assistance or you need help with your goals. All right, guys, have a fabulous Monday and rest of your week. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye, guys.